Hello everybody, welcome to SlipjointSawyer. Today we're going to be taking a look at another Victorinox knife. So I'll just grab the packaging to start with. You can see it came in this sort of the standard silver style box. Got the Victorinox logo there with the writing underneath. You have Victorinox since 1884, the original Swiss Army knife. And then on the back we have Amazon kindly put the sticker over the information on the back, so that's nice of them. And then you can see you have made in Switzerland, their address, the EU contact details, how you get in touch with them. And if we look at the side, you can see this is the Recruit in the red cellar door, and that is model number 0.2503. So inside the box, you have the knife, and you also have this bit of information here. Gives you a little bit of information how to use the can opener, the 3 different functions on the cap lifter, and just general sort of maintenance, how to care for the knife. And then on the back you've got how to oil it, how to use the tweezers, things like that. But if you want to have a read of that, you can pause there. But pretty standard stuff for the Victorinox knife. So here it is. This is the Recruit in the red cellar door. So this is an 84mm model. This is probably, I think it's the first one I've got in the 84mm. Have multiple in the 91mm, so I thought I'd better pick one up in the 84 to see how they are, see how they fit in hand, how useful they are. But I know a lot of people really sort of rave about the 84mm being like the ideal size for a Swiss Army knife. But anyway, have an overlook at the knife. You can see, have the Victorinox logo here. Fit and finish immaculate, as per pretty much every Swiss Army knife you'll ever get. It's all sort of hafted really nice. There's no sharp edges. There's nothing to catch yourself on at all. Everything with the Victorinox knife is just as you'd expect. It's really well made. It's a fantastic tool, and it's second to none really. The amount they produce and the quality they provide is just fantastic. So we'll take a look at some of the tools. So we'll sort of start at the front layer and work our way back. So on the right hand side here, you can see you have the tin opener or can opener with the 3mm small flathead screwdriver. And there is a nice snap on that as well. You can see there's a nice clean nail nick in there, a nice edge on the can opener there to make sure you can get through the tin. Really sort of useful tool if you're out camping, things like that. It's one I've used on my Explorer and on my Outdoorsman, or Huntsman, sorry. And it's just a fantastic little tool to have on a knife, especially if you're in a pinch. And on the left hand side we have another one with multi-functions. So you have the 6mm flathead there, screwdriver, you have the cap lifter, and then this little bit at the bottom here is the wire stripper. So I believe the way you would use that is you put the wire in and you sort of jam it against the blade and you can pull it through that way. And that comes with a half stop, and there's a nice sort of snap into the open position there as well. And you can see again, nice clean nail nick in there. Something that Victorinox do very well. It's all very uniform, all their nail nicks are sort of the same. Of course, this is only 84mm and it's a smaller one, so it's only a 2-layer. So then on the final layer you have their sort of spear blade. Standard stuff from Victorinox again. Excellent sort of polish on the blade, that really clean nail nick as well. And it goes without saying, a fantastic grind as you would expect on every Victorinox knife. And they all come absolutely razor sharp out of the box. You see you have the Victorinox Swiss made stainless tang stamp there on the front, and on the rear there you have the Officer Swiss. No half stop on the blades, just a really nice snap and a pull. I'd say the pull's right about a 6, but then it does take a bit of force to break that. So if you choke up, you're going to be safe using this. And the 84mm I'm finding does fit really nicely in the hand. I feel like this sort of size would be a perfect sort of like office carry or like an urban EDC carry. It's something unoffensive. You can fit it in the palm of your hand and you can get a really nice grip on it. Like my little finger is sort of hugging this corner here, and it feels really secure in the hand. So that is the main sort of spear point blade. And then the final tool on the rear of the folding tools is the little pen blade. Again, nothing really needs to be said about the quality of the grind or the nail necks. They do a fantastic job, and this is a really nice looking pen blade. Nice little bit of belly here in the middle as well. Just overall a fantastic sort of knife, and all the Victorinox knives really, I've never had a bad one, and they're all very useful. So we've got 3 more tools to look at, and they're classing the keyring as a tool. Not entirely sure how you can class that as a tool, but I guess maybe if you're hanging it on your keys, this could technically be the key ring, maybe. But I generally don't seem to put any on my keys unless they're the really small SD, or I don't know, the just any of the miniature ones. I wouldn't sort of put something this on a key ring. I think it's a bit too big. Then you're trying to use it. Imagine trying to use it to do a precision cut and you've got your keys dangling down. Just not something I would generally do. But then the last 2 tools here, pretty standard on most Swiss Army knives as well, is you have the tweezers. Really useful and good for getting out splinters, picking up small screws. Maybe if you're rebuilding a knife and the washers are quite hard to pick up off your desk, this sort of thing is excellent for that. And they sort of fit in there nicely, and there's a nice little clip at the end to hold them in. And then on this side you have the toothpick. Something else I use rather regularly. It is good for getting splinters out. Even if you get like a bit of food in your teeth or whatever, it's just nice to be able to get that out without sort of using your finger to dig it out. But again, you can see there's a little lump there which sort of holds in, so there's no worry this is going to fall out. A nice little clip on the way in there. So yeah, there we go guys, that's the sort of the Victorinox Recruit in the red Celador. I will just give you a quick look comparison compared to a Super Tinker for the length. So that being a 91mm and this being an 84. Just to give you sort of an eyeball of the difference, if I hold them up there. So you can see there's a little bit of a difference in the width as well. This is a little bit wider. Obviously this is a 3-layer, so it is definitely chunkier. But if anyone hasn't got one of these, I really suggest you take a look at it. I think it's an excellent tool, something that's really good for maybe taking to the office, or if you want to go somewhere but you want to take a small knife but you don't want to take anything bigger. Definitely check out the Victorinox Recruit. So there we go guys, that's my review of the Recruit. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like, subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. It really does mean a lot to me. It helps support the channel and it helps me grow. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.